Yeah, I think Joe's done a great job. He's really made himself a part of the team. I think he's enjoyed every minute of it, and I think in terms of how often he's played, he's been able to kind of manage those emotions well. He's been working hard in practice, so I think it's just a matter of being comfortable for a young player, and I think he's done a great job for us.
What was the moment like after the game, kind of the mob scene there, and then in the locker room? Like, what does that
Mm.
sort of mean from a team bonding perspective?
Yeah, it's fun. Obviously, we're very happy for him. He's a guy that works hard, and he's earned everything he's got. So for him to go out there and have a big night, we just wanted to make him feel special. Obviously those points are huge for us. So it's not just about the fact that he had a good night. The team played well, and he was able to help us through, you know, periods of time where our team was under pressure, and so he's done a good job, and he's been very important to two big wins.
Do you have a favorite James Reimer memory?
Favorite Jason? I don't think I have one. No, I think it was just kind of his everyday smile and just his demeanor, and I used to think that his cheeks would get sore by the end of the day just from having a smile on his face for so long. But that's just the type of person he was, and I was lucky to be around him when I was a young player, and I got to experience having a teammate who just loved life that much. So I think that's a good influence to have.
Have you stayed in touch with him at all?
We talk every now and then, but it's tough, and obviously I used to go out west more than I do now. And, he's in Kelowna and stuff. So, but that hasn't been the case lately.
I feel like the team's established, everyone looks at U.S. Thanksgiving as kind of an important benchmark. Do you feel like the team's established its identity, and if so, how would you describe it?
I think we're getting there. I think if you look back at the past month or so, whatever it's been, 12, 13, 14 games, I think that there's a lot of good things going on. And, obviously we're winning games, and that's important. But I think that, how we're playing late in games has been good. I think the power play has been good. There's still lots of room for improvement. I thought the PK, other than the other night, has been really good. So, I think that we're getting there, and I think it will continue to be a work in progress for us. And we're just going to keep chipping away, keep trying to win, keep trying to play with lots of speed, lots of grit, lots of pace. So that's important for us.
Last season, like the second half, you were kind of playing on that second power play unit. How do you think your game has benefited from being back on that main unit with the guys this season?
Yeah, I think that's a good question. I think it's just a matter of playing with confidence and moving the puck and playing within their structure. And as a unit, we want to be really, really good. And even there was a period of time there where I think we were pretty hot and up there in the league. But I think that there's still a lot of emotion about wanting to be better. And I think that's what our team is all about. And that's what that unit's all about. So I think that's good to have.
Are you cognizant of when the power play is on slides or streaks?
Oh, yeah.
As you mentioned, like early last year, it was red hot for like a few games.
Yeah.
And slid in, and now you're on another one.
Yeah.
Kind of
Well, you
learn
could.
from that
Yeah.
going to here.
Well, you can feel it. I don't think that there's anything that really changes in terms of, when you're good and when you're bad, other than the execution. I think the effort is always there. I think that's the standard. It has to be there. And then the execution has to be there. And then, pucks, go your way sometimes and sometimes they don't. But, when you're playing well and you're going well, you're scoring on the power play a lot, it just because you feel it, and it's important in wins. It oftentimes comes down to that, and when it's not going your way, it's pretty obvious. You don't have to check the stats or anything like that. You can feel it too. So, I think it's about effort, about execution, and just kind of sticking with it. Even when it's not going your way, you got to stick with it, and the pucks will start to fall.
With you guys winning like you're winning, Sheldon was saying he was contemplating giving you guys a day off on this trip, but wanted to keep a more business-like approach.
Mhm.
I mean, how do you guys look at that as a veteran? Are you pushing the coach to, hey, sunny day out here?
I don't know. I'm kind of with them. I think that. The most enjoyable thing you can do is win. Days off are fine if you want to go do like your own thing, but to win games and have the feeling in the room afterwards, that's plenty more enjoyable than anything else you're going to do with your spare time. That's why you play the game. So if we're able to keep our focus here, continue to work hard, continue to be healthy, and put the time in here and keep those wins coming, that's all we want.
How do you think the defensemen, whether it's Travis now or Justin or Timothy, how they handle being healthy, scratched, having that sort of rotation?
Yeah, I think we've got a good group in terms of how we handle the ups and downs of long season. And I mean, early on it was Justin, and I thought he did a good job of being a pro. And you know, it is what it is. And you kind of got to just work hard and just wait for your turn. And I think that's what Dermy's doing now. And I mean, it's not always the easiest thing, but you know, I think the guys have done a good job with it. And I think it's important as a group that we kind of, you know, have each other's back. We stick together and, you know, work through this, you know, these types of things that happen.
What was the team Thanksgiving dinner like last night? Sheldon mentioned you guys were
Yeah. It was quiet. We just had we had the football games on during the day. We had dinner together last night, and I mean, no speeches. Nobody had to stand up and say what they were thankful for. So we just kind of did our own thing, and it was just it was chill.
Was it turkey?
There was turkey, yeah.
I mean, speaking of hot streaks, I mean, the way Campbell's playing, I guess you probably wish you could be in there every night, but you understand Sheldon's saying there's got to be a balance between giving him some days
Yep.
to himself and to allow his body and mind to kind of recover. How do you look at that?
Yeah, I think for him, I think he probably wants to play every night. I mean, just like anybody, when you're playing well, you want to keep going. But I think, you know, over the course of a long season, you want your guy to be healthy. So for him to get a night off every, you know, game here and there is important, I think. You know, he's been a big part of, you know, our wins lately, obviously, just the way he's playing. And, I mean, we want him to keep doing that, keep being available to our team. So, you know, that's not me making that call. That's not Soup. We have people that are in charge of that type of stuff. And, you know, he's just doing his best every day, working hard, trying to keep himself in there. And, you know, we're grateful to have him.
You mentioned the power play. There's room for improvement. Is there anything in particular you're looking to show off these days?
No, just a matter of sticking with it. I mean, like I said, we really want to execute well and move the puck with a lot of pace and, you know, overshoot the puck and try to get it back and overshoot it again. So, you know, we're going to keep working at that. And, I mean, I think you always want to execute well on your breakouts and your entries. And then from there, it's just about, you know, puck movement and, you know, shots and recoveries and that type of stuff. So, you know, we're going to keep being hard on each other about that and keep trying to get better.
The idea of overshooting it, how did you come to that?
Well, I think if you ask around, you know, that's how you break out of a slump. So, you know, just because you're rolling good, that doesn't mean you stop doing what got you there. So for us, I mean, for me personally, if I get a chance to shoot it up, you know, I want to do that. But, you know, my priority is to hit the net or else I get in trouble from the forwards or if you get it blocked or something. So, you know, I think I have to take my looks when I get them. And, I mean, Austin's the same way. Will's the same way. Those guys can rip it. You know, I don't think it's a bold statement to say Mitch is a pass-first guy. But beyond that, I think, I mean, if there's a chance to shoot it with traffic in front, you know, we want to take it, then it's on us to get the puck back and do it again. So I think if you look around the league, that's what a lot of teams do. And, I mean, so I think at times we overpass it. And, you know, lately we've been trying to shoot more.
Thanks, Morgan.
Thanks, Morgan.
Thanks, guys.